Okay, everybody, let's finish this reindeer we were working on earlier that we got started. She's pretty cute. But let's get her finished up. So give me just a second here. And we will do that. So we're going to use the darker color brown. And then we're going to use this color brown in here on this part of her ear. So let's get those antlers and ears done first. Just find the right brush. I think this one's probably the best, maybe this one for the antlers, I think. Okay, so welcome in today, you guys. We're gonna get started on this. If you missed it earlier, we just painted the first part of this cute little reindeer to go with our boy reindeer. That we painted, I think we finished him yesterday or the day before. So if you didn't catch that, you can catch it on the prior lives. And these two can be a set, like if you had double doors, these would be perfect on the double doors. Or they could be, hang on just a second here. Hang on just a second here. I missed something, you guys. These would be perfect on double doors. You could have them individually, you know, however you like to decorate, I think would work perfectly. I have seen them on double doors. They were cute. Not everybody has double doors. I don't have double doors, so I wouldn't use them in that way. Okay. But everybody loves a reindeer, right? What is your favorite things to decorate with for the holidays? I love Santa and I love snowmen, but I'm kind of a sucker for all things Christmas. I think that's my favorite holiday. Although I really feel like decorating for Halloween is coming in a hot second place to that. I really like to decorate for Halloween. I think it's because I love all the colors of the holiday. The orange and the purples and all of that of Halloween, but I love all the red and the golds and greens and the pastel versions for Christmas as well. They're my favorites. I just love color, face it. That's my, color in general is my thing. I never really thought I was an orange fan, but lately, you know, and I love red. I love the blue and silver combo. I love that for the holidays. Okay. We'll do the other side. So if you were following into my post today, you can see that It is snowing here today. This is probably the first bigger snowfall of the year for us. I'll be honest, I don't love the snow as much as I used to, so I mean, I could take it or I could leave it, but I know there's a lot of people who do love it. They enjoy the winter sports, so I mean, I get that. Before we had kids, when our kids were little, we did a lot of snowmobiling and stuff like that, but no more. Too cold. Too cold for me. And it's actually, I think it's early. Well, it's a little early, but not entirely early. Seems like it's getting dark already, but I'm sure it's from the clouds and all that stuff. It seemed like it an hour ago. But I noticed traffic is having a hard time moving, and I know they had to close part of the interstate earlier today, like really early. So I guess winter's here. Like it or not, right? And the first snowfall's always pretty, for sure. All right. We got his antlers done. Now, give me just a second. We'll get into his ears. Her ears, I should say. So I'm going to use, I will use, where's that medium brown color I had? Should be right here. Here it is. I mixed up a bunch because I knew I would be painting a number of these, and it's just easier that way. And the colors will match better. And so when I mix up big quantities like that, I'll put them in these condiment trays. Or if it's something that I'm going to use a lot of, like a lot of, I know I'm going to be making a bunch of a specific type of tree topper or quantities of a certain design, then I would sometimes use bigger containers like this. Only I like to use the ones on Amazon that they call I don't remember exactly what they call them, but they're meant to like freeze like portions of like soup in or something, soupers or something like that. They're really good for something like that, or some other kind of container like that where I can just keep it and we don't have to worry about mixing it. It's already done, that kind of thing. I'm just going to paint around the edge here. She's gonna be so cute when she's done. So cute. All right, let's get the other side done. So, I hope you guys are all having a good Saturday, wherever you are, whether it's bright and warm and sunny or snowy or whatever you got going on. I know it's different all across the country today. And I feel like the last few years, we never know what we're really going to get until it comes. I get everybody all hyped up for something and then it doesn't happen, but it's happening. It is definitely happening today. You know, I was thinking too earlier that just a slight bit smaller cut on this one would make a really good tree topper. And a slightly smaller than that cut would make a really good wreath attachment. And also, this would be great for like an interchangeable sign that has the interchangeable attachments on it. I just started thinking about that as I was working on this earlier, and I just think there's a lot. This is one design where there's a lot of versatility, I think. Okay, so I am gonna get my dryer out for just a minute so we can get this, just touch this quick and get it a little dry. It'll be a little noisy for a minute. Brown out just a little bit. We used the darker brown, didn't we? Yep. Just want to smooth them out just a little bit. Go over them one more time. Okay, so I will just gonna touch a few of these up. We'll dry it quick and then we'll move on to the next part. Just a little touch up. Okay, as soon as we get this done, then we'll outline it and move into the glitter, which is probably my favorite part. Let me just blow dry this real quick. Outlining it here. I'm going to start down on the face. Let me see. We got that part done. Let's come to life now. Okay, so let's we're not done. And I see something we should have done differently. I don't know if anybody else sees it, but I'm gonna fix it right now. We really should have given her a black nose because Rudolph has the red nose, right? So let's just make her nose black right now. It's not gonna hurt anything. You'll never know we had red underneath there. And to me, that just feels a little more like it should. Okay. So now we are gonna that is if the end of this is open. Yep, we're gonna give her a little, like a snowflake effect in her eyes. We'll go over that in a minute with the end of this. I don't think is for somebody that doesn't use these bottles. They squeeze hard. I feel like this one might be plugged up a little at the end, but I'll have to use something to open that up a little bit. Okay. So then, if this would work just a little bit better, maybe it's coming now. We would give this a little bit. I think we're not gonna though. I think this is what we're gonna do. All right, so I'm gonna use the blow dryer for just a second. Give me a minute here. See if I can find anything here to open the end of this up just a little bit. I probably don't want to do this, but I'm gonna. I think that might take care of it. Maybe not. I'll use something else I got here. Let's try this. Let's give her a little, let's test this before we do it. Make sure it doesn't come explosively out of there. Okay. Let's give her a little squiggle on her nose. Okay. And this is glittery, so it'll just be glittery like everything else. It'll stand out a little differently. Oh, it's coming now. All right. So now, let's just quickly run a dryer over that. All right. So now let's give it all a little glitter. So I'm gonna put the red glitter on first. I like to use the same brush all the time for glitter, so I'm not getting other brushes. You know, even though I rinse them out really good, I'm not getting other brushes all full of it. Okay. It goes on looking really white because it's mixed with Mod Podge, but when it dries clear, and all you'll see is that clear shine and the glitter. Okay, so I got that on. Now I'm going to take an iridescent glitter. That's like my favorite. It just is amazing. We're going to put it on the rest of this deer in different spots. And again, looks real white when it goes on, mixed with Mod Podge, but the shine and the glitter of this is outstanding. So it looks super cool. So we're just going to go the outside edges of these. It'll just really shine. And it just gives it a little bit of extra, something, right? A little extra shine. When the light hits it, it looks fabulous. Let's do the other antler right away. The boy's done. I'm going to get a picture of the boy reindeer. I'm going to get a picture of both of them to share out on my socials, because they are going to, the boy just really shines, and she's going to shine too, and cutest pair. And this is a very fine iridescent glitter, so when that Mod Podge dries, you see the shine and the gloss from the Mod Podge, but you also see this amazing, like I said, amazing glitter look. Same will happen up here with the red. You can start to see it already, but I'm gonna do a little in the white of the eye. Just gonna make it sparkle. And I think that might be all I'm gonna do, because this is really gonna glitter and shine when it's all done. I cannot tell you enough. You might see it a little bit already with the lights, but once it's all dry, it'll really be evident. I'm gonna do a close-up shot of both her and the boy, and then the two of them together, and then in the daylight so you guys can see it. It's gonna be really pretty. This is an adorable pair. So thank you for coming to hang out. I am glad that you were here, and enjoy the rest of your night. We're gonna be enjoying a very snowy, kind of cozy night, which is fine with me. And then as you can see, I get these glitter brushes washed out right away so that it's not, you know, it's not getting in the brush and making it hard and ruining the brush. All right, you guys, you have a great night. Thank you for joining me. See you soon.